Alright, let's talk about Genghis Khan. And not like he just appeared out of nowhere and started conquering the world. Because his life? It's a full transformation from survival to absolute control. He's born as Temujin around 1162 on the Mongolian steppe. No empire, no structure, no safety. Just tribes constantly fighting for resources, loyalty and survival. His father, Yasuge, is a tribal leader, but that advantage doesn't last. He's poisoned by a rival tribe. And just like that, everything collapses. Temujin's family is abandoned, cast out, left to survive alone in a brutal environment where even your own people won't protect you. He grows up starving, hunting small animals just to live, watching his family struggle. And that shapes him early. He learns something most leaders never have to. No one is coming to save you. At one point the pressure inside his own family explodes. He kills his half-brother over food and control. That's how raw survival is at this stage. This isn't leadership yet, this is instinct. As he grows older he starts rebuilding. Not power, relationships. He forms alliances, one of the most important being with Jamuka. At first they're close, like brothers, but that doesn't last. Because they believe in different systems. Jamuka supports the traditional Mongol hierarchy. Nobles at the top, power through bloodlines. Temujin is building something else, loyalty based on ability, not birth. That difference eventually turns them into enemies, and that conflict becomes one of the defining struggles of his early life. At the same time Temujin faces constant threats. He's captured at one point by a rival tribe and enslaved, locked down, controlled, and again, he escapes. That pattern keeps repeating. Every time he's pushed down, he comes back sharper, stronger, more focused. Eventually, he starts winning. He builds a following, defeats rival tribes, absorbs survivors into his ranks. And unlike others, he doesn't just take power, he restructures it. He breaks traditional clan divisions and reorganizes his people into units based on loyalty and function. That's huge. Because now his army isn't divided by family, it's unified by purpose. In 1206 everything changes. He's declared Genghis Khan, universal ruler. That's the moment he goes from tribal leader to something much bigger. Now the expansion begins. He turns toward the Jin dynasty in China, then Central Asia, then the Khwarezmian Empire. And this is where his reputation becomes unstoppable. Cities that resist are destroyed completely. Populations wiped out. Cities that surrender are spared. That creates a system where fear spreads faster than his army. Entire regions collapse without full resistance. But it's not just brutality, it's strategy. His armies use speed, communication, and coordination in ways others can't match. Horse archers move fast. Feigned retreats lure enemies into traps. Multiple units coordinate across huge distances. He turns warfare into something fluid, unpredictable, and incredibly effective. At the same time, he builds structure behind it, creates a communication network across the empire, standardizes laws under something known as the Yasa, protects trade routes, encourages movement of knowledge, goods, and people. That's what people miss. He doesn't just destroy, he connects. At its height, what he builds becomes the Mongol Empire, stretching across massive parts of Asia and beyond, and it happens in a single lifetime. But even at the top, he never fully slows down. Campaigns continue, expansion continues, until his final years. In 1227, during a campaign against the Western Xia, he dies. The exact cause is still debated, injury, illness, unknown, but his death is kept quiet at first, because even then, his presence still matters. After he's gone, his empire doesn't collapse immediately. His sons take over, divided into different regions, still powerful, still expanding for a time, but no longer unified in the same way, because what he built was built around him. Genghis Khan doesn't just conquer land, he changes how power works. He proves that you don't need cities, long-standing governments, or inherited status to build something massive. You need adaptability, loyalty, speed, and control. He starts with nothing, and leaves behind one of the largest empires in history, not because the system existed before him, but because he created it.